On Thursday, Meghalaya Health Minister Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdo informed the media that the state is making steady progress toward establishing its own medical college. She stated that while there are still some shortcomings, the government is actively working to address them. Nevertheless, she urged upon the public to be optimistic as the state will soon have its own institution for medical education. Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdo highlighted that the proposed Shillong Medical College is only about 7% short of meeting the required standards to begin functioning as a teaching institution, an encouraging figure compared to other institutions that still fall behind by a larger margin. She also pointed out that one of the key challenges ahead is ensuring the availability of qualified doctors who can serve as teaching faculty. The government, she added, will need to carefully assess whether those currently serving as practitioners are adequately qualified to transition into academic roles.
Public is that Honorable Chief Minister, myself, the officers of the Department of the Health and the NMC are on the job. We do not want to give you a half-truth information. It's always good for us to wait for the actual procedures and processes to be completed. But one assurance can go to the public. Remember that we are determined. And this determination will result well. But allow us this time because the NMC has just exited. There are some other complications which may delay a permission. But we must also know, the people of Meghalaya should also know that the Shillong Medical College will likely be one of the last medical college that the Government of India will be considering. So we are on the job and we are targeting the session which will likely complete its procedures only by the end of August. All medical college, all medical students with interest in medical education, don't worry. Please do not worry. We are trying our best. So there was also another article that came out which questioned the whole validity of having your own medical college in the state. There was a debate that I was observing happening in the media which kind of talks about if we have a medical college, will we lose out on seats and other perspectives of that debate. Let me tell you one thing. We are a state government and we are always preparing and bracing ourselves for any eventuality. So whether or not there will be any problem with seat allocation from the Government of India, we will cross that bridge when that time comes. But to say that because we will lose out seats for medical education for our students and let us not embark on a medical college is also incorrect. Because we wouldn't like to be singled out as the only state that does not have a government-run medical college. So all of these anticipations, I request the public to be patient. We are a government that's looking ahead, way ahead. We're looking at 30 years, 40 years. The deficiency of medical doctors and practitioners in our system is already very, very strenuous. We already don't have enough medical practitioners to man all of our facilities across the state. I request students particularly, do not take this tension. If plan A doesn't work, plan B is there. If plan B doesn't work, plan C is there. We are a government that is taking all scenarios into consideration. And yes, Honorable CM and I are looking forward to this inauguration of our own medical college.
So faculty, how long it will take?
So right now, when the NMC had just come, there was a shortage of about 35% of faculty and expertise to actually ensure that this medical education that you are promising the people is realized. As of today, after the discussions had with the NMC in the last week, they were here for a very long time, we are at about 7% short. But there have been government medical colleges in other states which have started with a 47% teaching faculty shortage. At least we are not there. We are dealing with it. We are handling it. We may have a bit of a crisis again in as far as doctors available in the facilities. If doctors of our own government are now, those who are eligible, migrate into the teaching, what happens to those vacancies that will arise then in our system? Because all way down to a page say now we even have sub-centers, wellness centers. What do? We need to have policy changes. We need to review our policy.